नमस्कार दोस्तों, लेबर लॉज स्टेशन में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे हाउ टू रजिस्टर योर एस्टेब्लिशमेंट अंडर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेबर रेगुलेशन एंड अबॉलिशन एक्ट 1970 फॉर प्रिंसिपल ऑफ एम्प्लॉयर, अनुबंध श्रम नियम और उन्मूलन अधिनियम 1970 प्रधान या फिर मुख्य नियोक्ता हेतु। इसके लिए हमें श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल, जो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ लेबर एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट का, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल है, उस पर हमें रजिस्ट्रेशन करना पड़ेगा। तो आइए देखते हैं रजिस्ट्रेशन कैसे होगा। उसके लिए हमें सबसे पहले डोमेन नेम डालना पड़ेगा registration.shramsuvidha.gov.in। वेब एड्रेस में जाएंगे registration.shramsuvidha.gov.in। डायरेक्टली shramsuvidha.gov.in लिखेंगे तो उसके लिए हम रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए एलिजिबल नहीं होंगे। registration.shramsuvidha.gov.in। तो उसके बाद एक ऐसा पोर्टल खुलेगा, श्रम सुविधा, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ लेबर एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट, ऑनलाइन रजिस्ट्रेशन एंड लाइसेंसिंग फैसिलिटीज अंडर लेबर लॉज। इसके अंदर हम सबसे पहले क्या है, रजिस्ट्रेशन किस किस के एक्ट के अंदर इसमें रजिस्ट्रेशन किया जा सकता है। ईपीएफ एक्ट, ईएसआईसी एक्ट, सीएलआरए एक्ट, बीओसीडब्ल्यू एक्ट, आईएसएमडब्ल्यू एक्ट। तो इन जो भी 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 एक्ट्स हैं, इनके तहत इसके लिए रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए ये पोर्टल बनाया है मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ लेबर एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट ने। तो सबसे पहले हमें श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल पर अपना रजिस्ट्रेशन करना पड़ेगा या फिर अकाउंट बनाना पड़ेगा। उसके लिए हमें साइन अप करेंगे जैसे ही, तो यूज़र आईडी पासवर्ड के लिए बोलेगा अगर हम पहले से रजिस्टर्ड हैं तो। अगर पहले से रजिस्टर्ड नहीं है तो विल हैव टू साइन अप। इनिशियली हमें अपना फर्स्ट नेम, लास्ट नेम, ईमेल आईडी और मोबाइल नंबर डाल के वेरिफिकेशन कोड डालेंगे एंड देन विल क्लिक ऑन साइन अप विद श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल। एंड इफ यू आर ऑलरेडी हैविंग यूजर आईडी एंड पासवर्ड देन यू कैन लॉग इन डायरेक्टली। सो currently we are not having any username or password, so we are registering ourselves on श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल। अपना नाम डाल दिया, नेम, ईमेल आईडी, मोबाइल नंबर एंड देन साइन अप। ये सब करने के बाद विल गेट अ मेल ऑन आवर ईमेल आईडी। जो ईमेल आईडी हमने रजिस्टर किए हैं उस पर वी विल गेट अ मेल with the title, subject श्रम सुविधा पोर्टल registration confirmation, no reply from श्रम सुविधा। That means it is a auto generated mail. This is auto generated mail. You don't have to reply if you have any query in this. So this is a auto generated mail. Your name will be there, dear ABC, welcome to Unified Shram Suvidha Portal. Thank you for registering for your new Shram Suvidha account. We are very delighted that you have now linked with us. To confirm your registration, click here. So this is registration confirmation link, which comes on your email ID. So when you click here, you will be taken into a Shram Suvidha Portal account and on a dashboard called Activate Your Registration with USSP Portal, Unified Shram Suvidha Portal. You'll have to enter the verification code and then you'll click on generate OTP. OTP will be generated, which will be sent to, verification code is sent to your mobile number as well as email ID. This is email ID. Okay, then you just put OTP sent on your mobile or email ID, whatever is handy with you. You just enter the OTP and click on verify OTP. After the verification of OTP, you will come, this screen will come into enter user ID. Here you put some user ID, ABC 1 2 3, whatever user ID you want to, but there is a condition that the password must contain 8 to 16 character, uppercase letter, number, special character. So enter some password with these conditions, confirm password and then submit. After this submission, you will get a dialog box saying thank you for registering on Shram Suvidha Portal, please log in to start using options on portal. You click on OK. After that you enter your user ID, enter your password and verification code and click on login. After this dashboard will open. Dashboard containing many options. Home option, know your LIN is labor identification number, know your minimum wages, registration, license under CLRA, download manual and contact us. Various menus are there. So we'll have to go into registration section. When we click registration section, there will be two options. If you want to register under EPF Act or ESIC, then you will have to click on this. And if you want to go for CLC organization, CLC is Chief Labour Commissioner Organization, then there are 3 acts applicable जहाँ पे आप registration करते हैं. That is CLRA Act, Contract Labour Regulation and Abolition Act. ISMW is Interstate Migrant Workers Act, and third is BOCW Act. BOCW is Building and Other Construction Workers Regulations Act. So we'll click on this menu, registration under CLRA, ISMW and BOCW. After this screen will come into registration for CLC, Chief Labour Commissioner Organization. Then we'll have to click on apply for new registration. Then it will ask for which act you want to apply. Acts applying for Contract Labour Act, Interstate Migrant Worker Act, BOCW Act. तो आपको जिस भी एक्ट का रजिस्ट्रेशन लेना है, द एक्ट यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन, इफ योर एस्टेब्लिशमेंट is employing 20 or more workers through contract labor or contractors by employing contractor in between, then you will have to take a registration for principal employer under Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act. If you are a principal employer establishment and fulfilling the condition that you are employing 20 or more contract workers through a single contractor or multiple contractors. Now you will have to click on this. It is also, this website is also having an option to download the user manual. If you are having some doubt, then you can download the user manual also from this. After you click that registration for CLRA Act, these all details will come into. You will have to fill up all these details. Earlier there were used to be offline application of registration, but nowadays with ease of compliance and launch of Shram Suvidha Portal by the Ministry of Labour and Employment, every registration of the principal employer as well as contractor's license, they are being registered only on online mode through Shram Suvidha Portal, SSP. So we'll have to fill up the details like principal employer details. If you are having LIN, labor identification number, you are already having, then you may just put the labor identification number 1738, whatever it may be, and then click search LIN. But if you are not having, then you just write the name of establishment in this, ABC private limited, whatever your organization is. Like if you are some PSU or some railway entity or some bank, whatever you are, you write the name of your establishment. Full name of the principal employer as per section 2Z. Under the Contract Labour Act, there is section 2Z. So you will have to designate one principal employer for the establishment mentioned in column number 2. So full name of the principal employer, Mr. So and so, Mrs. So and so is the principal employer for our establishment. Like for some bank, you will have to designate some higher official, like so and so GM, so and so CGM, or so and so executive director, ED is our principal employer. So you will have to write the name of that person. And then it is saying that you are required to fill in correct district as per the location of work, otherwise your application may go to concerned registering officer. Your application may result in rejection. Means address of the principal employer लिखना बहुत ही important है, means because you will have to write the correct district. Because if you don't write the based on your location of work, your company may be located in Calcutta or somewhere else, but your location of work is in Mumbai, and that too nearby CST station or in Fort area, then you will have to select Mumbai as your option. Mumbai is the district. But if your establishment is nearby airport, then you will have to select Mumbai suburban, because both registering officers are having their jurisdiction as per the district. So you will have to write the exact district. Most of the rejections of registration happens due to wrong writing of wrong fill up of your district. So it's very necessary that you write correct district. Then is the designation of that person, that principal employer designation, his or her gender, father's name or husband name, email address, mobile number. These are basic contact details. And then select contract type, contract value, what is the contract type is having, and maximum number of contract labor to be employed in establishment on any day, means on any day preceding 12 months. The prerequisite condition of contract labor regulation and employment act is that if you have employed 20 or more workers, 20 or more contract workers in any day preceding 12 months, means if you are having 15 workers usually, but you have employed for some work any day in 12 months, the strength of contract worker was more than 20, then that means there is a mandatory condition that you will have to obtain the registration. So maximum number of contract worker employed in establishment, you will have to write the number. Then based on this number, you will have to submit with the fees. If you are having 20 workers, then 60 rupees is the fees. If it exceeds 20 but not exceed 50, 150 rupees, 50 to 100, 300 rupees, 100 to 200, 600 rupees, 200 to 400, 1200, and maximum is, if it's more than 400, 1500. Usually the principal employer establishment are usually big. They employ, depending upon their requirements, they employ sometimes more than 400, sometimes less than 400. They usually take 1500 rupees license and apply to the registering officer. Next tab which comes into the registration under Shram Suvidha Portal is establishment details. First we have filled up the principal employer details. Now we'll look into the establishment details. Same is the column. If you are already having lien, then you can just put the liens and all the details will get retrieved. Now name of the establishment, which we earlier also had written. Location of the establishment. Select if address is same as principal employer address. Sometimes it happens that principal employer sits at A place and the contract work are being the work are being executed at some place B. So you'll just write the location of the establishment. Okay. And if address is same, you just click here. Then you just write the ownership type or sector, whether it's public sector company or private sector company or proprietorship, whatever it may be. Select this option. Activity as per National Industrial Classification. There are NIC codes. When you Google up, you will find the NIC codes, National Industrial Classification. So you will have to write that code or search for that code. If you are working in sweeping cleaning, if you are working in oil industry, if you are in aviation sector, then specific codes are being given. These are called under National Industrial Classification. You just search the code based on the type of work your industry is carrying, the nature of work being carried on your establishment. You have to select the NIC code for the same. Then is identifier of the establishment. Here PAN entry of the establishment is mandatory. The PAN number and name on the PAN card. तो PAN जो establishment का PAN card होता है, that is very much necessary. So you will have to, first thing, you will have to keep your handy the PAN card of the establishment. Keep handy the PAN card. Okay. Then select the identifier type. Identifier type may be PAN card or something like that. Then we'll click on next. Here we'll write the manager's detail, full name of the manager or person responsible for supervision and control of establishment. This person is different from principal employer. Principal employer can sit somewhere else, but manager will be responsible for supervision and control of establishment. Like if we engage some executive director or CGM as the principal employer, then the manager could be him also, or GM also, or AGM also, DGM also, manager also. So full name of the manager or person controlling responsible for control of the establishment, you will have to write the name of manager and address along with district, mandatory address of the manager along with district, then is email ID of that mobile number of the manager, and then the contact type. Contact means that email ID, whatever contact value. Then next is contractors detail. If you are already having some contractors but you are taking registration now, or already there were less contractors, less than 20 number of contract workers, under 1 or 2 contractor, whatever it may be, already engaged contractor if you are having, then name of that contractor, maximum number of contract labor employed by that contractor, address of that contractor along with district, email address of that contractor, mobile number of that contractor, contact type, contact value, identifier also, whether this contractor's identifier, you will get some dialog box, whether PAN, Aadhaar, or that what you can say, allotment letter, contract allotment letter, work order copy. There are many identifiers. You will have to select and then put and then upload. If you have engaged more number of contractors, then click on add. If you have made some mistake, then reset. And if after adding all the contractors, you click on the next menu. Then location of contract works, the detail of the contract's work being carried. Select which contractor is carrying this, like sweeping, cleaning is being carried on by one contractor, housekeeping hoga, watch and ward services are being carried by second contractor, and then data entry operator are being carried by third contractor. Like you'll have to select the location of contract work and then select contractor, activity or nature of contract work being by the selected contractor. This contractor, what kind of work he is having, estimate date of commencement of contract work, estimate date of completion of that work, activity as per NIC classification, and nature of work in which contract labor to be employed. So if you are engaging more number of contractors, then click on add, otherwise reset and next. This is the final menu and very much important menu, as most of the doubts of the principal employer's representative comes in this menu. You will have to put attachments, the documents in lieu of the authenticity of the principal employer. So which documents you can upload? Authority issued by head of the department for declaration of principal employer. Authority issued by HOD for declaration of principal employer. This is very much important document. Like let's take the example of one bank. Like the CMD, chairman and managing director of that bank, has issued an authority that so and so CGM, chief general manager, will be the principal employer, or general manager will be the principal employer for this establishment. Though the CMD has to give the authority letter to the CGM that you act as a principal employer for this establishment. So this letter, this authority letter has to be uploaded in PDF format. Then next is certificate of head of the establishment. Head of the establishment is giving, this is head of the department. This is if some certificate is being given by head of the establishment, that can be uploaded. Memorandum of association of that company, article of association of that company, if having the name of the principal employer, that can be uploaded. Other, if some other authenticate document as per the government regulation is available, you can upload that. If it is a partnership form, you will have to upload the partnership deed or partnership documents, and then click on final submission. After final submission, the application will go to the registering officer of your district, of your location, and the registering officer, after checking all the details, whether they are or details have been filled correctly or not, will register your establishment under the Contract Labour Regulation and Abolition Act 1970 and its provision. In upcoming videos, we will learn about the process of application for labour license under Contract Labour Regulation and Abolition Act 1970. Thank you very much.